Good morning, boys. Now, let us move on to the next chapter, that is the demographic attributes, that is chapter number 9. Now, before we discuss or before we continue with this chapter, demographic attributes, first let us discuss or let us define what is demographic attributes. Now, if you look at here, now demographic attributes means when sex ratio means the number of males and number of females. Economic activity means the source of livelihood, means each people they have their own different types of source of livelihood. So those source of livelihood is been referred as a economic activity. Literacy, whether the people are literate or whether the people are illiterate. Workers means those people who are engaged in different economic activity. Non-workers means those people who are dependent upon the family or upon the person who earns from a different source. Age composition means 0 to 15 years is been termed as young. 15 to 59 years is been termed as an adult, and 60 years and above is referred as an old age. So when all this or when all this is been joined together or when all this is been analyzed, that is called as a demographic attributes. So here this particular word demographic, it doesn't only discuss or takes account only of sex ratio or only of economic activities, but it takes all the aspect of all these 5 different points, and when 5 different points they combine together, it results or it defines the demographic attributes of any country. Now let us continue with this chapter. Now after the demographic attributes, now in our demography there are 2 types of population. First is called as rural population. Now, rural population means those people who are living in a village, or especially in a village, that is called as a rural population. Now, if you look at the rural population, they have some unique characteristics or they have some unique features. The first features or the characteristics is that people are very simple. Now, if you look at it, especially in the villages, the mentality of the people are very, very simple, and not only that, their social relation among the neighbor or within the society is very, very good. And not only that, their source of income, especially in those people who live in the rural areas, the source of income is the agriculture. It means that nearly 70% of the total population living in the rural areas, they depend entirely upon the agriculture as a source of livelihood. So those people who have these characteristics is been referred as a rural population. Now let us move on to the next topic. That is, the next topic is the urban population. Now, urban means what? Cities. Urban means cities which have better infrastructural facilities. Now, infrastructural facilities means roadways, railways, airways, post and telegraph, and not only that, even they have a better recreational center. Now, recreational center means what? Park, shopping malls. All this comes under the recreational center. Now, if you look at it, especially in the cities, the people adjust with the fast pace of life. Now, if you look at the cities, now cities are growing day by day. Every day, a new construction takes place within a city. In a day, more than 10 to 15 new constructions takes place. So, as a new construction takes place, the people have to adjust with the fast pace of the life which takes place especially in the cities. And in the cities, those people who is been referred as a urban populated, or those people who has been referred that this particular person lives in a city, they do not have any social relation among the neighbor. Now, especially whenever you visit towards the cities, you don't find the people are very socially gathered. It means they do not have any social relation among the neighbors or towards the society. And whenever the hardship takes place, they have to be responsible themselves only. Next point is that the livelihood of those people who live in the urban areas, they depend entirely upon the secondary and the tertiary activities. Now, secondary and the tertiary activities comes under trade and commerce, service. Clear? Now, these secondary and the tertiary activities is the main source of livelihood for the people who live in the urban areas. Next point is the village. Now, if you look at here, now especially if you look at this village, how will you define a village? Now, village means a small place, especially located far away from the cities or the towns, having less infrastructural facilities. Now, if you look at here in the term of geography, now in geography it is defined a village as just a revenue unit only. A village is just a place where the government earns revenue. Clear? It may be a tiny hamlet. Now, hamlet means what? Hamlet means a few houses, a few scattered houses where the population is not more than 40 to 50 people. Clear? So, when there is less number of houses with less number of people entirely dependent upon the agriculture as well as raising of domestic animals, those areas can be referred as a village. So, but in terms of geography, it refers just a revenue unit only from where the government can earn tax so that they can run the country. Now, if you look at here in terms of India, Himachal Pradesh has the highest rural population. Now, why Himachal Pradesh has the highest rural population? Because of the relief feature. First of all, the relief feature is uneven, rugged, and the climatic conditions are very, very poor. That results in the less development of the Himachal Pradesh, resulting the state to be considered as a particular state which has the highest rural population in terms of India. Next, urbanization. Now, urbanization means what? Now, urbanization means transformation of rural areas into urban areas. Now, how does this transformation takes place? For example, if you take this Siliguri. Now, if you take this Siliguri nowadays it has been referred as a metropolitan cities. It is also been referred as a metropolitan cities. Why it has been referred as a metropolitan cities? Because Siliguri, it acts as a link towards the northeast. Either you go by roadways, either you go by railways, or either you go by airways. Now, this Siliguri has become a main center. It has become a hub. It has become a hub of business, resulting the Siliguri to transform itself from a village to a town and from a town to a city, resulting Siliguri to earn a title as a city. So, if you look at it, urbanization means transformation of rural areas to urban areas. Yeah, transformation of rural areas to the urban areas, such as improvement in the infrastructure. Infrastructure means roadways, clear, railways. Not only that, health facilities. Not only that, even the facilities of transportation, clear, health, education, etc. is called as a urbanization. Now, this urbanization has two features. Now, if these two features are found, then only a particular area can be said that this area is a urbanized area. First point is that increase in the number of people living in urban areas. It means that in a city, the population should be more than 5 million. To be called as a city, the population has to be more than 5 million, then only it will earn a title that is the city. Second point, increase in the percentage of population of the people engaged in non-agricultural activities. So I told you that those people who depend entirely upon the secondary and the tertiary activities, those people, if those people are there in a city or in any area, then that particular place can be termed as a urban areas. Example, if you look at here especially in terms of example, Goa is the most urbanized state. Goa is the most urbanized state. The reason 90% of the total population living in Goa, they depend upon the tourism. They depend upon tourism as a source of livelihood. So tourism comes under the secondary or the tertiary activities. So because of that, Goa is been termed as the most urbanized state in terms of India. Now, Delhi and Chandigarh. Now, Delhi and Chandigarh is been referred as the most urbanized union territories within India. Why? Because if you look at this New Delhi is the capital of India. Yeah. As it is the capital of India, it has better facilities in all sectors. And if you look at Chandigarh is the capital of Punjab and Haryana. Clear? So as this Chandigarh is the capital of Punjab and Haryana, it also has all the better facilities which is related the areas to be called as a urban areas. Now, if you look at this Delhi and Chandigarh, people migrate especially from the rural areas towards Delhi and Chandigarh for the better employment facilities. So as they travel to these areas, the population of these areas increases steadily because of migration. Next, sex composition, which is also been referred as a sex ratio. Clear? And this sex composition or the sex ratio is defined as the number of females per 1,000 male is known as the sex ratio. Please remember the definition. Definitions are very, very important. Now, in terms of this sex ratio, Kerala has the highest sex ratio. Why Kerala has the highest sex ratio? Kerala has the highest sex ratio because more than 90% of total population living in Kerala are literate. It means that they are well educated. As they are well educated, there is no differences between the male and the female, resulting the number of females to be more than in terms of males. But if you look at here, in terms of Bihar has the less number of females per males. The reason is that especially in Bihar, West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh, whenever a baby girl is born, the parents feel that it has become a burden. The reason is that when this girl will get married after 18 to 21 years, the parents needs to pay a huge ransom in the form of dowry. So because of that, they consider it as a burden, and before the birth, the girl child is being killed, resulting in the low sex ratio in Bihar. Now, if you look at here, in terms of union territories, Pondicherry has the highest sex ratio, whereas Daman and Diu has the lowest sex ratio in terms of union territories. Remember the states because examples are very very important, and not only that, these states you may get even in the map pointing. Next, is factors of low sex ratio. Now, what is the reason, especially in terms of India, why there is less number of females per thousand numbers of male? First reason is that women they die especially when giving birth to a new child. Clear? Resulting higher risk in married women, and that results in a higher number of death. So because of that, less number of females are there, especially in terms of India. Clear? And not only that, especially in the rural areas, the medical facilities are not up to the standard, resulting higher number of death. Next point, steady rise in the dowry death. Now I told you, now dowry means a payment. It's like a bride, especially to the in-laws house. So whenever the bride cannot be paid by the girl's family, that girl has been killed or has been murdered, clear, resulting in a steady rise in the dowry death. Next point, neglect of health and education. Whenever a girl child is born, especially in those areas where they consider a child girl as a burden, these parents do not provide better health facilities as well as better educational facilities. Clear? Resulting in low sex ratio in India. Now, next, age composition. Now, age composition, it has been further subdivided into three. First is young, that is up to the 15 years old. Second, adult, 15 to 59 years. And third is the old, that is 60 years and above. Now, if you look at here, this young and the old is been referred as a dependent population. Now, why they have been referred as a dependent population is because these two do not perform any type of economic activity. Economic activity means they do not earn any income. So, as they do not earn any income, they become dependent towards the family or towards the parents, and that is why it has been referred as a dependent age composition. Now, if you look at here, now from this particular point number one, you may get a reasoning that give reason why it is being said that the Indian population is high in young age, up to the age of 50. Means give reason why India's highest population is there in the young age group, or why India's population is referred as young age population. The reason is that due to high birth rate. First, as the birth rate is very very high, it results more number of child up to the age of 50 years. Secondly, is that decline in the infant mortality rate. Secondly, is the decline in the infant mortality rate, means that the death during the birth is very very less. So because of that, as the death rate is also very very less, as well as the birth rate is also very very high, it results in a higher accumulation of young population. And not only that, and this, as due to the high birth rate and the less infant mortality rate, it has resulted more dependent population. And not only the children up to the age of 15 years, but also for the old people who is above 60 years is being referred as a dependent population. Now, This adult, 15 to 59 years, now they are mostly active. They are very active in economic activities, and they are active in reproduction. Okay. Now in the adult of 15 to 59 years, they are very active in the two features. First, they are active in economic activities as well as they are highly active in the reproduction. Next, reasons for high percentage of old and young in rural areas than urban areas. The reason why we find more number of young and old population means more number of young people and old people, especially in the rural areas than in the urban areas. The first reason is that the birth rate is higher in rural areas, as there is less awareness regarding the growth of population by the government, resulting higher birth rate in the rural areas. Second point is that the adults migrate for employment opportunities. Because those people who is above the age of 15, they migrate to the cities for the better employment opportunities so that they can have a better lifestyle. Resulting those children below the age of 15 stays back in the villages and they form a dependent population. Those people who migrate, those adults who migrate from after the age of 15, they return back to the villages in the old age. It means after the 60 years old. So when they become 60 years, they return back to the native villages, resulting higher concentration of young population and the old population in the rural areas. Next, literacy. Now, literacy means what? Literacy means that whether the people or whether a person can speak, read or write a simple message in any vernacular language, that is called as a literacy. So literacy is been defined as well as by the United Nations as well as by the Census Report of India. Now listen. Now in terms of literacy, what the United Nations considers is that if a child or a person or an adult, if a person, child or adult, if he can read and write a simple message in any vernacular languages, is being referred as a literate person based on the Population Commission of United Nations. Clear? But this definition by the United Nations was being condemned or was being discussed by the Census of India, that the Census of India said that the ability to read and write a simple message cannot be achieved without schooling to develop these skills. So what the Census of India said that to write or to read a simple message in any vernacular languages cannot be done by a child or by an adult if the child or an adult has not visited any school to achieve these skills. Clear? So based on the Census of India, so it has been defined that those children above the age of 7 will be classified as a literate person. So based on that, therefore, in the year 1991 census, it was decided to treat all the children above 0 to 6 years above 0 to 6 years as literate or the literate rate of India. Now there are two formulas which you need to remember. These formulas are very important. Crude literacy rate. Now this crude literacy rate, now how will you calculate or how will you find out the crude literacy rate of a country? The crude literacy rate is being given a formula, that is the literate population by total population into 100, and that will give you the crude literacy rate. Now this crude literacy rate is being classified or is being given a formula based on the definition given by the Population Commission of the United Nations. The literacy rate based on Census of India. Literacy rate based on Census of India has given a formula. Literate population, the total number of people who are literate by population in the age group of 7 years and above into 100, and that will give us the exact percentage of the literate population of a country or of a state. Next important part of this literacy is that the year 1991 to 2001 is been referred as a literacy decade. Now why it has been referred as a literacy decade was that in the year 1991 to 2001, the rise in the number of literate people, it increased very high, and because that increased very high, it has been termed the year 1991 to 2001 as a literacy decade. Now based on this working population is again been classified into three types. Clear? Participation rate. Now participation rate means those people who are engaged in different economic activities, and those people who are engaged in different economic activities which is expressed in percentage is called as a participation rate. Main workers, those people or those person who is engaged in any economic activities for more than 183 days in a year out of 365 days, those people will be considered as a main worker. Next, marginal worker, those people or those person who works less than 183 days in a year out of 365 days is been referred as a marginal worker. The last topic and the next topic is that implication of demographic attributes for development. Now, what are the effects? What are the effects of the demographic contribution for the development of a country? First, separate data for males and females are important for various types of planning. Clear? For example, how many numbers of girls hostel and how many numbers of boys hostels are required for a particular government schools. Clear? Because it differs because a few schools may have more number of girls and another school may have more number of boys. So because of that, the separate data for males and females are important for various types of planning. Next, sex ratio. Sex ratio is important for regional analysis. Whenever a region is being observed for the base of development, for what has to be done for better development, sex ratio is very important. Many types of planning such as schools, manpower, service are guided by age structure of population. Okay, so schools is only for the children up to the age of 18. So because of that, age structure is very important. Manpower means those who can perform different economic activities. It means the adult. from age of 15 and above to 59 years, and surveys as guided by the age structure of population. Next, literacy and education are important indicator of human development. Now, whenever the literacy improves, whenever the literacy rate increases, clear? The literacy rate increases because of the education. And when this literacy and education is an important indicator for human development, means the growth of a people in different countries.